Hi, this is my second episode of Hateful Liberals. And today I am going to be reading this article from hrc.org, which stands for Human Rights Commission. The title of this article is Breaking Human Rights Campaign Condemns the Kentucky House for Advancing Sweeping Anti-Trans Bill, Calls on Governor Beshear, that's Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky, to veto, from March 17th, 2023. Okay, so, for starters, today, the Human Rights Campaign, the nation's largest LGBTQ plus civil rights organization, condemns the Kentucky House for passing Senate Bill 150, a sweeping anti-trans bill that will ban gender-affirming care. The bill will prohibit transgender youth, minors under the age of 18, from accessing best practice age-appropriate medical care, force teachers to disclose confidential conversations they've had with students about their sexual orientation or gender identity to the students' parents. A question comes to mind when I see this. What exactly are teachers doing having these kinds of conversations with minors? That, as far as I know, that is not their job, unless all of a sudden they've become licensed therapists or something, and they're not. Ban transgender students from using school restrooms and locker rooms that match their gender identity, meaning not their real gender, but the gender that they're pretending to be. And the bill now heads to Governor Andy Beshear's desk for signature or veto. On the final regular day of session, in a blatant 11th hour attack, extremists, that's Republican extremists, I'm guessing, representatives rushed a revised version of the Senate's bill through the House chamber. In response, one of our hateful liberals of the week, Catherine Oakley, HRC State Legislative Director, released the following statement. In a desperate and reprehensible move in the final hours of legislative session, extremist Kentucky legislators in both chambers cheated the system and pushed through a dangerous, sweeping, and unprecedented bill that assaults transgender and non-binary youth on multiple fronts. This is a really long statement here, so no, I don't think I'm going to read the entire statement. It's just too long. But this bill would terrorize transgender youth in schools and doctors' offices, and even could put them in danger at home. Terrorize? I think we're being a little bit melodramatic here. So I scroll down to the end of her statement. This is simply a cruel attempt to stigmatize, marginalize, and erase the LGBTQ plus community, particularly transgender youth. Shame on them. And then you got another one. This person's name is Chris Hartman, Executive Director of the Fairness Campaign, released this statement. Once again, I won't read the whole thing. The majority party spent more time debating anti-trans laws this session than addressing childhood poverty, housing insecurity, and disaster relief combined. The blood of traumatized transgender children will be on their hands, and they will be judged harshly by history and our future generations. Blood on their hands, huh? Okay. And so I'm just kind of scrolling around here. There was one more person who made a statement. Kentucky Senator Karen Berg, a Democrat from Louisville. And I'm just going to skip it. But see how when these people make their statements, they're accusing the people who supported this bill of being cruel, extremists, spreading hate, and all the other usual exaggerations that these people like to use. But if you read between the lines, what this looks like to me is just another hateful attack on conservatives. Because, let's just be honest here, there is no good reason that I can think of for a male of any age, I don't care if he's under 18 or full-grown adult, to be in a women's locker room. Now, tell me, what good reason is there for that? So, I'll just end with this. According to this article here, gender-affirming care is the integration of medical, mental health, and social services for transgender children. Targeting children. Transition is an entirely social process, which may include a new name or pronouns, wearing different clothes, or styling one's hair differently. Wearing different clothes? Like, what exactly is that supposed to mean? And essentially, I think that as far as most of these children go, somebody's coaching them to join this cult, because I don't think most of them would have done so on their own.